Hello everyone, welcome to Crystal Diaries. In this segment, I am going to narrate a story for you that's written by me. And the name of the story is The Pink Hanky. It was a dark and stormy night, the burdensome clouds pouring down everything they had choked in themselves. The rustling leaves, mysterious and fast wind conspired the heavy downpour as if to beget a spooky moment soon. Each time there was a spark in the sky that intruded through the skylight, flashing the room. My heart skipped a bit, fearing the noisiest thunderstorm that would follow. On the couch I sat, clinging to my cell phone as a distraction to this gloomy reality. Even the cell phone betrayed me as it ran out of battery, leaving me alone to count the ticks of the clock. Slowly the charge light dimmed and went off after nestling me courage for about 3 continuous hours. I tiptoed to the kitchen, dressing the bath with my subconscious mind amidst the darkness to fetch the candle and matchbox. Moving my right hand on one of the shelves as my fingers sensed the candle, I felt a subtle but vague whisper at my left ear. I collapsed for a moment. Not wanting this nightmare to last long, I turned back with a scary heart and droplets of sweat on my entire face in this frosty weather. With the shaky fingers, as I brushed the matchstick against the carbon strip of the box, there was a sudden and loud bang on the entrance door. The candle and matchstick fell off my imbalanced hands, and an involuntary scream skipped my lips. Gasping, I bent down to pick up the candle and matchbox. I hurriedly lighted it up. I moved to the drawing room, holding the candle, with absolutely no intention and courage to open the door. But the persistent bangs reached my heart and brain, commanding my stimulus to open the door. I couldn't figure out how, but my foot trod to the door and my hand held the knob, despite my heart warned me of my doomsday right next to the door, and I opened it. With the flickering candle flame, as the dark shape got illuminated, my eyes got captivated by a beautiful maiden, aged around 21, her eyes brown and glittery, appealing sympathy. I was lost in her astounding, enigmatic charm, striving hard to identify the sense of familiarity with her. When she broke the hallucination with the sweetest voice extending apology. I'm really so sorry to disturb you at this hour, but my motorbike just conked out at the middle of the road and I had to walk till I got a roof, and lo, I'm here. Could you please let me in till the downpour stops, please? Oh sure, I'm sorry. Please come inside. I got a sense of security as she stepped in. Do you stay here alone? She asked as I shut the door. No, actually my parents are off for a marriage in another town. They'll return shortly, I said. You're drenched, so do one thing. Please change your wet dress. I think my clothes will fit you. The right one is my room, I said, pointing out. Oh dear, thank you so much. I don't know how to acknowledge, but I'm really... it's okay, I interrupted. Okay, now please go and I'll make you a strong black coffee. After a few minutes, having 2 mugs of coffee in my hand, when I went to my room, I found her in my clothes. Her wet hair wrapped up in a towel. She was staring without a blink at a photograph on my wall. "Hey, the coffee's ready." I knocked the door, which was opened. Oh, thank you, she startled. By the way, if you don't mind me asking, may I ask you whose photo is this? My voice cracked, handing over a mug of coffee to her. The words from my mouth paved their way, despite my remonstrance not to open up before a stranger. With a shivering voice, I said, "The little one is me. I was 5 years old then. And beside me is the world's best girl, Riyadi, my sister. She loved me more than anyone, maybe more than my mom. She could go to any extent to love and pamper me. One day, when I had left my favorite Pink Hanky in the school, I cried like hell to get it back, and nobody could pacify me. So Riyadi thought of bringing it back from school in the evening. So she took off my dad's scooter to fetch it. She was probably learning how to ride then. She was barely 15 years old then. But she never brought me back the hanky. She never returned. I started sobbing and said, "She met with a road accident on her way and she never returned. Never. She is a cheat and she left me. She no more loves me." I cried loudly, regretting my foolishness in my childhood. The girl came closer to me and hugged me. Caressing my hair, I felt relaxed, safe, and sound in her arms. And then there was another bang on the door. I withdrew from her arms, wiping my tears, and said, "Maybe mom and dad arrived." And I rushed to open the door. But there was no one. I shivered not of the cold weather, but of tremor, as I sensed something brushed my body and went out of the house. This sent chill into my spines. I closed the door at once and the current restored finally. I sighed and moved to my bedroom, and I found no one there. I didn't even find the girl. I couldn't call her even because I hadn't even asked her name. As I stepped in, I found her nowhere. I searched the entire house, but she was gone. This shocked me. I moved to my room again and started staring at our photograph, when my eye stopped at a letter in the same pink hanky struck at the frame of the photograph. Confused, I took them off. The hanky was wet and the letter was damp, and it read, "Dear Crystal, I have always loved you. I never cheated, but we can't withstand destiny. Please never cry and be happy always. See, I have also returned you your pink hanky. I'm sorry, I just got late. Take care and never forget me. With love, Riyadi." I stood like a statue, holding the letter and hanky close to my chest with moistened eyes. And this is how the story ends. Thank you so much for listening to the end, and please comment down if you liked it. Have a great day.